Hello YouTube, it's Borders Dude here and I'm back with another video, and yes, today it is a Transformers video. This is the first Transformer I've bought in a while. Yes, we're giving those Power Ranger videos a break to take a look at this guy, Siege Impactor. Alright, let's get the old 360 view going on Impactor so we can look at everything that this figure has to offer in his robot mode. Starting with those negatives, that gap in his back isn't the best, unfortunately, and of course the biggest bugbear a lot of fans have on this figure is those massive gaps in the legs. But for me personally, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. When I collect Transformers and the fact this is a main retail release, I have to look at that price point and expect that some cuts are going to have to be made to keep the cost down to the consumer, so I'm not too fussed about that. I absolutely love the colours on this guy. The purple and the yellow with that black really shouldn't work, but it does, and it just really pops. They've chosen the right shades of yellow and purple just to make this figure work quite well. Speaking of paint on him, we have that dry brushing effect there. Yeah, I'm getting sick of it now. I did sort of champion this at the start of the Siege line, but to be honest, the way it's getting applied now is just lazy. I've seen Springer on Retro Prime's figure, and it just looks like somebody's just slapdashed on poor Springer, and it's a shame. It ruins the figure when it's done like that. But the minimalistic dry brushing on this guy is not too bad, so we can let that go. You've got all this amazing sculpting detail even on the back going on, but it particularly shines through on all the arm detail with those gun ports. But on the chest there, that lovely detail going on, which is absolutely amazing, and of course on those legs as well. So much detail going on. That's one thing they have definitely nailed with this line, is all the sculpted detail. It's really well done. But for me, the best part of this figure is that G1 Marvel UK head sculpt. Now, I'm not a comic aficionado, and the only comics I really read for Transformers are the G1 Marvel UK ones, so that's perfect for me, and that sculpt is just right up my alley. Alright, let's take a look at this guy's articulation. When it comes to articulation, I always start with the head. Now, Impactor's head can do a full 360, as you can see, but my goodness, all the joints on this figure are absolutely tight, and that's excellent because a lot of the time with these Transformer figures, you know, the joints are particularly loose, but not on this guy. He's solid as heck. Now, arm articulation, we can get a bend like so, because that is for transformation. We get a full 360 motion. There we get a bicep cut on here, and the fist can turn in. This is due to transformation, and you can also plug in a weapon, which I'll show later on this figure. Now, articulation, you get an, I guess that would be an upper waist. You also have to snap it forward to get your proper ab crunch, but again, that's there for transformation. On the legs, the leg motion can go up. They're on nice soft ratchets. Of course, you do get the other expected motion. Of course, there's that rather nice bend at the knee, and you can get some excellent toe articulation, as well as some ankle tilts if you wish. But come on guys, you know how I like to pose my Transformers, which is pretty much what we call on the inside a hashtag BDP or Borders Dude pose, and there we are. There is a Borders Dude pose in all its glory. When it comes to Impactor, you get two weapons with this figure. You get a little harpoon, just all done in grey plastic, but lots of love the moulded detail going on. And you also get a blaster, again all grey plastic, but excellent detail going on. Now, as I mentioned in the articulation, if you flip the hand around, you can plug in the harpoon to give him that excellent look, and you can also pop the gun on there if you wish. You can also pop the harpoon on there. There's also other various ports where you can plug in the weapon as well, such as there. You get the idea. But of course, you do want the weapon to go into that hand. Alright, I'm going to get him transformed up, and then we're going to take a look at that alt mode. Time for the alt mode now. We're going to do that 360 view again, and wow, the transformation to this alt mode is so fun, so easy. You won't have any problems. You won't even need to read the instructions on this guy. And I absolutely love this Cybertronian tank alt mode, and the way the weapons integrate into this is very well done and quite clever. I love the claws at the front, the cow catchers if you will, the weapons at the side here, and of course this is where that dry brushing damage comes in, and comes in well, and it actually makes sense there, because of course that's where most of the damage would probably be done, doing all those, I don't know, trekking across Cybertronian lands if you will. It's brilliant, and sadly a lot of the sculpting detail is hidden, but because it's so well done in robot mode, you can forgive it. Absolutely brilliant alt mode, love it. My final thoughts on Siege Impactor. First of all, do I recommend him? Well, you've been watching this video, so you know what the answer is going to be. Absolutely. This is an amazing figure. It's fun, the transformation's simple to do back and forth, the weapon integration in the alt mode is very clever and used well. I absolutely love all the detail going on the figure, especially in robot mode. Some of it is lost in the alt mode, but that's to be expected. The dry brushing works so much better in his alt mode and makes more sense where it is placed there as opposed to where it is when he is in robot mode. Yeah, you've got those minor gripes there, such as the gaps in the back and in the legs, but I can absolutely overlook them. That isn't a deal breaker for me. This will personally do me for my Impactor in my Generations and Transformers collection as a whole. There is the Mastermind Creations version out there for people who are looking for a bit more size-wise and perhaps scale, but I would definitely still recommend picking this guy up, even as a desk bot at your work, just to fiddle about with, because he's so much fun. A big thank you to all of you who have watched this video, and those people who are subscribed to me. Thank you again for your continued support. I really do appreciate it. If you are new to my channel and like this type of review, then please leave a comment in the comment section if you can. Hit that subscription and of course a like if you like. Thanks again for all who have watched, and as always, until next time guys, please be excellent to each other.